Welcome to Truth Frequency! In the next few minutes, we're diving deep into one of history's greatest engineering enigmas. How were the Egyptian pyramids actually built? From the iconic Great Pyramid of Giza to the revolutionary Step Pyramid of Djoser, we'll sift through mainstream theories, surprising new hypotheses, and the lingering questions that continue to spark debate today. Ready to separate fact from fiction? Welcome back to Truth Frequency. In a world full of secrets and shadows, every question leads to another mystery. Stick around, because we're about to explore what really lies beneath the surface. Let's start with the basics. What do we actually know about pyramid construction? The mainstream consensus, according to academic sources like Wikipedia, is that it all came down to sheer human effort. Huge limestone and granite blocks were quarried using copper chisels, dragged across the desert, and then hoisted into place by massive teams of workers. There's a famous tomb image showing 172 men pulling a 60-ton statue on a sledge proof of the immense scale and coordination involved. Modern experiments show that just 18 men can pull a 2.5-ton block up a slope, but with thousands of blocks to move and stack, the feat remains staggering. Gypsum mortar was used not as a strong glue, but more like packing material filling gaps between rougher core blocks to stabilize the structure. Even dating the pyramids can be tricky. Radiocarbon tests sometimes return surprisingly old results, likely due to the builders using centuries-old recycled wood as fuel in the mortar-making process. Another marvel is the foundation. To build on such a massive scale, the Egyptians had to create a base that was almost perfectly level. Some theories suggest they used water-filled trenches to achieve this, while others point to simple yet highly accurate leveling tools and plumb lines. But the biggest challenge of all was lifting those huge blocks to ever greater heights. While the ancient historian Herodotus described mysterious machines made from wooden levers, most modern experts believe ramps were the main solution, spiraling or tangential ramps built up alongside the pyramid, and possibly smaller ramps for the final, steepest stages. Evidence points to a combination of ramps and levers, with levering likely used for the uppermost stones, where space was tight and ramps became impractical. Experiments show that with shims, counterweights, or clever engineering, even a single person could lever a ton of stone upward, though at a slow pace. Of course, not all theories are universally accepted. Online discussions, from Reddit to alternative history circles, often point to supposed signs of advanced lost technology, machine-like precision in stone cuts, tool marks that some claim could only be made with high-speed saws, and rumors of lost Ice Age civilizations. However, skeptics counter that these anomalies can usually be explained by variations in technique, skill level, or simple mistakes. No need to invoke ancient lasers or alien tech. Now, let's look at one of the most intriguing new ideas, a recent peer-reviewed study proposing that the Step Pyramid complex at Saqqara may have used an advanced hydraulic system. According to this hypothesis, massive dams and moats were built to collect and treat rainwater, creating a supply of clean water that could be channeled into the pyramid's interior shafts. There, the water would fill a vertical shaft containing a giant float, which could lift heavy stones upward, much like a canal lock or hydraulic elevator. When the water drained out, the float would descend, ready for another stone. It's a radical idea, but it would explain several architectural features of the site, and offers a new lens for interpreting puzzling structures at Saqqara. So where does this leave the Great Pyramid of Giza? The consensus is that ramps and lubrication, perhaps, using wet sand were essential, especially for dragging sledges loaded with massive blocks. But the sheer size and height still pose questions. Could a hydraulic lift system, like the one proposed at Saqqara, have influenced or inspired techniques at Giza, or was it a one-off experiment? There's no direct evidence yet, but re-examining familiar monuments through new scientific perspectives is exactly how progress happens. Ultimately, what stands out most is the ingenuity of the builders, whether they used ramps, levers, water engineering, or all three. Their methods may not be fully understood, but their achievements remain mind-blowing. And as new research pushes the boundaries of what we thought possible, it reminds us not to underestimate the ancient Egyptians or the power of asking new questions. If you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of the past, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment with your thoughts or questions, and subscribe to Truth Frequency for more deep dives into the unknown. Until next time, keep seeking the truth.